Hi everyone, it's Laura from the Senior Center. So today we are making what I think is possibly the easiest recipe that we have put out there. And the recipe is the easy 3-ingredient granola. Now, the great thing about this recipe is that it's great for a snack, and the combinations that you can put in it are endless. I mean, this particular one, of course, is only 3 ingredients, but I mean, to add to it, there's so many things you can add to it, and it's really tasty, and it's good for you, okay? So, of course, per usual, you get your instructions out. We're going to follow the instructions to the T. We're going to preheat the oven to 300 degrees, which we've already done, and then in a large bowl, we're going to combine the oats, coconut oil, maple syrup, and cinnamon, and give it a good mix. So it calls for 3 cups of rolled oats. I think it's probably very close to 3 cups in this Ziploc, but just to be on the safe side, we're going to measure that out. So we are going to measure. There's 1, 2, and 3. And you should have a little bit left over. There's a little bit extra in here. Really top it off. Okay, so you're going to put 3 cups of the rolled oats. And by the way, just on a side note, the reason I'm not wearing a mask is because I'm here by myself today. Normally I would be wearing a mask, but I am completely alone, so I'm isolated. Now, the next thing you're going to do is take the coconut oil, which has a lot of health benefits for you. You're going to take the coconut oil, you're going to melt it. You could throw it in a container. Obviously, you can't use this container, but you could throw it in a microwave-safe container and just pop it in the microwave for like 15 seconds, or in a very small pan, you could melt it on the stove. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it in the microwave. I'll be right back. Hi, we're back. So I went ahead and I took the coconut oil and threw it in a mug and put it in the microwave for like a minute. Worked out beautiful. What we need is 1/4 cup of the coconut oil melted, which I have right here. So I'm going to go ahead and pour it into the bowl, measure it out. And there we go. So again, you have a little bit extra. That's okay, no problem. Just make sure you measure. Okay, so we put the 1/4 cup of the melted coconut oil in with the 3 cups of the rolled oats, excuse me. Then we have 1/3 cup of the maple syrup. So in your bag, you got the mini maple syrups. And you know, I'll tell you, I never heard of people cooking with like maple syrup to like as a substitute for sugar. Well, what a great idea. I mean, we've done that a few times here in different cooking projects. And let me tell you, it was delicious. Absolutely delicious. So I'm going to go ahead and I got my 1/3 cup measure. Dump it right in. I think it's a little bit less than the 2 containers, but it's close. Nope, actually is 2 complete containers. So you just empty the 2 of these right into the bowl. Okay. Now, there is an option for you to throw some cinnamon in there if you like it, which, to be honest, I love cinnamon. So I'm going to go ahead. It says 1/2 teaspoon, but you know what? It's your judgment. I'm going to just do a couple of shakes of our cinnamon, which we didn't provide, but everyone has cinnamon at home. Just throw in a couple of shakes. There you go. And we're done. I mean, that's how simple this is. So what you're going to do is you're just going to mix it all together. Make sure that that coconut oil and the maple syrup, everything has a little bit of that on it. So you're going to take it and just mix it around because, you know, the rolled oats are very distinct in color when they're dry. So once you mix it around, they start looking a little bit wet, which is what you want because you want to make sure that it's all incorporated. So once that is done, which I am done, then what you're going to do is spread the granola mixture evenly on a baking sheet, on a prepared baking sheet. So you can spray it with the no stick baking spray. What I'm going to do is use some parchment paper, which is non-stick. So it's great in this particular case to use the parchment paper. So I'm going to go ahead and just cover the baking sheet with parchment paper, okay? And literally just spread the mixture evenly on the baking sheet. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pour it on there. And then with my spoon or a spatula, whatever you're mixing with, just kind of spread it out. The great thing about this particular recipe is, as I said earlier, you could add so many more ingredients to this. I mean, it does go in the oven, so you couldn't do chocolate, which is what I would love to add. I mean, I guess you could in theory, but I was thinking more of like cashews or almonds or pistachios or any type of nut. I think that to give it some crunch, some extra protein, I think that would be a fantastic idea, and I think it would taste delicious, to be honest. So I have everything spread pretty evenly on the baking sheet. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the oven. It says for 25 to 30 minutes, but you're going to stir halfway to make sure that everything's getting golden brown. Okay, so I am going to pop this in the oven, and I'll see you in a half hour. Hi, everyone. So I'm back with you. This is the 3-ingredient granola, okay? Oh my God, the smell is delicious. I want to see if you could take a look at this. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful golden brown. Now, the great thing about this recipe, and the reason I love it personally, is that, you know, it's good for you. And at this point, once it comes out of the oven, you want it to cool completely, and then store it in an airtight container. I think it keeps up to 2 weeks, is it? Yeah, up to 2 weeks. This is where you can get really creative because you could throw in banana chips, raisins, cashews. I love cashews, but anything, almonds, pistachio, peanuts, anything like that. And use that to snack on. If you're watching a movie at night or you just want a quick snack, you can grab this, like I said, up to 2 weeks in an airtight container, and it's delicious and it's healthy. And you can really personalize it and throw in whatever it is that you like. Craisins, I mean, anything. Coconut, you name it. The sky's the limit. You're going to do great on this recipe. It's really quick and easy, and you're going to love it. Take care. See you soon.